I mean, basically what we're talking about is the spoiled child, uh, because of permissive parenting. And if it's really bad, we're talking about the spoiled brat. A little child who's allowed to exaggerate, amplify their upset in excess to get what they want. They throw tantrums, and the parents get all anxious and don't know how to control the situation, and they just give in and give the child whatever the child is demanding. They cater to this. They reinforce this pattern of behavior. The other emotion involved is anger, and it's not the kid's fault, and it's not something inherently defective in the child. And in a way, it's not even the parents' fault. They're trying their best. They just don't know how to discipline effectively. They're afraid to afraid of the child. They actually become submissive to the child. The child dominates the parent, and it's the parent's own kind of personality deficit, if you will, that prevents them from doing effective discipline. So anyway, you've got now the unhealthy, exaggerated pride and amplified excessive anger, and those two things combine. And if you don't do anything about it, if the spoiled brat continues in that pattern of behavior, it's not going to change. They'll go to school and they'll adapt, and through high school, and then they become adults and grown-ups, but that behavior pattern manifests itself, and it's hidden in certain situations, but in the home behind closed doors, that's usually when it comes out, and then you're dealing with basically a grown-up spoiled brat. But now there's another dimension to it, which is I don't know if you can call it an emotion, but in the literature and the research, they talk about clinginess, and Bowlby and Ainsworth, they really focused on that aspect of this attachment style. And it's true. Like, initially they were looking at the behavior of the children, and they found that these kids are excessively clinging to the parent and kind of aggressive towards the parent at the same time. But later research focused on the parents, and found that actually the parents are also clingy and locked in this dynamic. They're getting something from this relationship, from this dysfunctional relationship, from this attachment style. So they are also attached to the child, and they're clingy on the child. So this is another aspect of the narcissistic personality disorder. So that's really, in a nutshell, where it comes from. And how do you cope with this? Because it's very difficult. These people can get very angry, very upset very quickly, and do and say very hurtful things, and a lot of accusation and criticism and blame and gaslighting, and it's really not pleasant to live with someone who's got this disorder. So the core of it, like I said, is that the parents were permissive and not able to discipline the child. So now, how do you discipline a grown-up is very difficult, and so you have to address it on the emotional level,